Hi, it's Jack, and this is the podcast version of this episode. If you want to read the words as they're being analysed, then if you're on Spotify, you can become a subscriber of this channel or head over to the YouTube channel. And on both platforms, you can also sign up to get exclusive episodes and early access to the regular weekly episodes too. 7-month-old baby boy Emmanuel Haro is currently missing in California. His mom says that he was snatched from her truck in a parking lot, but her words don't add up to me. I'm really concerned about this one, and I'll explain why in this episode from Never a Truer Word, where we look at the words that people choose to use to see if they're telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If you're new here, what I do is different from anywhere else. I look only at the words said by the people at the centre of the story, and then I use my process of statement investigation to get deep understanding of where the truth could lie, where deception is happening, and also the motivations of the person talking. It's a process that I use with investigators, with the media, and with corporate clients to get a deep understanding of what is being said. So let's look at this case. And the headline is Frantic Search for 7-month-old Boy Kidnapped During Attack on Mom Outside Store. A 7-month-old baby is missing after being kidnapped from his mother's truck as she tried to change his diaper outside a California sporting goods store. A frantic search is underway for Emmanuel Haro after he was wrenched from his mother, Rebecca Haro, who was knocked unconscious during the attack. And we have Rebecca talking about that right now. Let's listen to her and then let's analyse her words.
I got him out of the car seat and I laid him down so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, "Hola," and that's all I remember. And I saw white. And a hearing sound, I fell on the floor. And I said, as I got up, I couldn't find my son. I checked around my truck. And I ran into Big 5. And I asked the lady if she saw a baby or someone with a baby. She said no. It was a happy boy. He smiled.
Whoever took our son, please give him back.
So she starts off there, Rebecca, by saying, I got him out of the car seat and I laid him down so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, hola, and that's all I remember. And the first thing I flagged there is the phrase, so I could get his diapers ready. Very often when I see parents of missing children who have some guilty knowledge of what has happened, or they have some guilty involvement in what has happened, they feel the need to show how caring they are as parents, how much attention they gave the child that is now missing in their words. So I am suspicious of this fact that she feels the need to tell us I was getting his diapers ready. That the action that led her to be distracted was caring for her son. It's not proof that anything bad happened, but I'm flagging it up because it's a concept I see so often with the parents of children who've gone missing, where they have some guilty knowledge or involvement of what happened. They really want to get across how much they cared for the child so that there's no allegations of neglect or people going, it's more, what a great parent you are because you were doing the diapers. And somebody said, hola, and that's all I remember. And somebody said, hola. Now, this is the mother of a missing 7-month-old son. And this somebody is the person that has abducted this 7-month-old son. The mother's prime concern should be getting the child back from this somebody. And yet she describes this person as somebody. Very remote. It's not a man. It's not a woman. We don't know from her telling of the story here whether it was a man or a woman who snatched this child. It's just somebody. And somebody said, hola. So this is all very distant, rather than a feeling like you're inside the centre of the story being told what happened. Somebody, this mysterious somebody said, hola, and that's all I remember. And yet that's not all she remembers, because she tells us a lot more as this interview progresses. So why the need to tell us that's all I remember? Well, is this convenient amnesia, where the fact of if she's asked questions where she hasn't prepared an answer for, or she hasn't thought through the consequences, she can easily say that's all I remember, because she stated, that's all I remember. My memory is very vague here. We also have some and so storytelling there. And I lay him down so I could get his diapers ready. And so storytelling is not just a linear telling of events. And so storytelling is, and this happened, so this happened, and it's giving us reasons for the actions all the way through. Often a red flag that the story is constructed in order to make something appear, happens by reason. rather than these are just the events that happened, and so storytelling. Keep an eye out for it. Mom continues, and I saw white, and then there's something that's indistinct, and hearing something, it might be talking about the attack, but I don't feel that she talks about the attack here at all. And I saw white and hearing something, then she says, I fell on the floor. Now, think about when you say, I fell on the floor. We say that when things happen by accident. The cup fell on the floor. We don't say things fell on the floor when they've been knocked down. We tend to use something like, I was knocked to the floor. I was pushed to the floor. She certainly is not expanding on any attack that happened on her. I was hit on the back of the head, fell forwards, nothing like that. It's just, I fell on the floor. Also, I fell on the floor, not fell to the floor. So again, I'm not feeling this is an authentic description of the words of an attack. I fell on the floor. It's not I was knocked down by someone. And I, as soon as I got up, I couldn't find my son. As soon as I got up, she wants to persuade us of the urgency and immediacy of this. And then I couldn't find my son. Not my son was gone. Not my son was missing. My son wasn't where he was. I couldn't find my son suggests to me wording of something that is already missing, because she's gone from her son being there to not being able to find him. There's a missing part in the middle of her words. It's not my son was there. I realized my son was missing and gone. I couldn't find him. So the word she's no realization there that her son was missing. It's I couldn't find my son. So he was already missing in these words. You'll notice the attacker is gone here as well. Somebody said hola. That's all I remember. We don't hear about the attacker interacting with her violently. We don't hear anything more about the attacker like running away or any noise or anything like that. The attacker disappears. It's a vanishing perpetrator in this story. She does not mention being struck. The attack is just missing from her words. She says, I checked all around my truck and I ran into Big Five. I checked all around my truck. That's like you're looking at the tire treads or looking for dents in the fenders or something like that. I checked all around my truck and then I ran into Big Five. There is no mention of panic. There is no mention of dread, of fear or anything like that. It's just quite a casual inspection. I checked all around my truck. Again, I think that this did not happen this way. When we are relaying an experience that we have underwent, that we have experienced, we have the words in our head, we have the memory in our head, so the words come very easily out of our mouths to describe the feelings, the emotions, and the actions that we had. When we didn't experience it, when it's constructed, we don't have that genuine experience inside us to turn into authentic words that relate to what the experience was, and I think that's what's going on here. And I asked the lady if she saw a baby or someone with a baby. She said no. Again, someone, would you not go in and say, have you seen a man with a baby? Have you seen a woman with a baby? Interesting, you go into a big retail store, you ask if that you've seen someone with a baby or a baby, and the woman says no. I would have thought she would be like, when? What? Yeah, there's lots of babies in here, rather than just no. Also, it's a logical point, but why did she think that the abductor who took the baby would go into the store rather than flee the scene? Don't know. And now the most worrying thing of the lot. She says at the end of that, he was a happy boy. He smiled. Past tense sentences. This is the mother of a 7-month-old baby boy. There is a big bond between them. Right now, she thinks that the child has been snatched, in her words, from her truck. As she's talking, she should be in present tense because the child is still with us. So she should be saying, he is a happy boy. He's a smiley boy. He is a smiley boy, or something like that. For her to go into past tense, which is what we use when people are no more. He was a happy boy. He smiled. That suggests to me that she knows that this boy is in the past, which is why she's referring to him in the past tense. Don't like that part one bit. It's extremely, extremely worrying. She should be still connected to her son and be using the present tense. And then Pop says, whoever took her son, please give them back. So in all of this, look, there is no direct mention of the attack in this clip that we've seen. It should be somewhere in that storytelling because she's relating the events of what happened, but she does not have the words to relay the attack to us. She has a need to show that she cares for the son, talking about taking him out of the car seat and going to get his diaper ready. There is no concern expressed for her son Emmanuel in that clip at all. A 7-month-old baby boy abducted by a violent attacker, and she expresses no concern in that clip for his well-being, for his safety at all. It's just, as I've said, it's not an authentic telling of the story. I do not believe she experienced what she says she experienced, which is why her words do not flow, do not add up, and there's those strange word choices like the word checked. But the biggest thing for me is the past tense to refer to Emmanuel, the past tense to refer to her son, who in her telling of the story is probably very much still alive. That's a huge, huge worry for me, that past tense. Once more, I do hope that I am wrong. I hope that I've got this entirely wrong and that Emmanuel is found safe and is safe on his return. But I really got concerns around that language. What do you think? Do let me know in the comments if you can, and if you want to see more, especially around the words that parents of missing children use when they are genuine concerned parents of missing children, or when they've got some guilty knowledge or guilty involvement in the disappearance of the children. Then do check out neveratruerword.com, where you'll see a whole load more videos and podcasts as well. That's neveratruerword.com, and we'll see you soon for something new from Never a Truer Word.